Jared, it's finally tomorrow. Our wedding ceremony.
Yeah, it really is, huh?
I'm so nervous. I might panic tonight and not be able to sleep.
Hey, you have to get some sleep. By the way, sorry for having to go into work the day before our wedding.
It's okay. I can't wait for you to see me in my dress tomorrow. I've really been looking forward to this day, so I'm super happy. Thanks, Jared.
Hey, no need to thank me. Actually, are you sure you're okay with me being the one you marry?
Huh?
I'm unreliable, and I suck at cooking. Plus, on the weekdays, all I do is laze around the house. So I thought maybe you'd be unsatisfied or something.
What are you saying all of a sudden? I'm already well aware that you're unreliable, that you suck at cooking, and that you're an indoors type. Have I not been dating you since high school? But even with that, I still choose you, Jared.
Oh, okay.
What's up? Did something happen?
Nah, it's nothing. Maybe I'm a bit feverish today and got kind of sensitive.
Really? Well, why don't you finish up work and come home early? Don't overdo it. If you end up feeling this way tomorrow, it'll be a big problem.
You're right. I'll do that.
If anything ever comes up, tell me right away. 'Cause I'll come flying. Jared! When you're all done, come to the waiting room, okay? And don't forget the ring! Oh, my dress is so pretty. Hurry up and come look at it! Are you not in the waiting room? The bathroom? Hey, seriously, where are you? I asked the receptionist, but they said you left the wedding hall? Are you at the corner store or something? The ceremony is going to start soon, so get back here. Hey! The ceremony is about to start. Where are you? Your parents are looking for you too. So many people have come today, but where in the world are you? Get over here now! Caitlin! I have an important announcement to make. Emily? What's this about out of nowhere? It's not really the best time right now. Is this about your wedding? So you already know? Who'd you hear about it from? This whole thing feels like it's straight out of a movie. For me, it's like a horror movie, though. Actually, I want to tell you something about that. Huh? What? Uh-huh? What is this? It's a picture of my wedding! What? Wait, so this is... It's Jared, isn't it? Standing next to her. And those rings that they're wearing. Well, that ring is mine. Sorry! Also, sorry about the wedding. No. What? Actually, the night before last, I was drinking with Jared. And then we got really into our conversation about our high school days. So, while talking about all this stuff, our feelings kind of exploded. Wait a second. I don't get it. When was this picture taken? Yesterday! It's such a beautiful place, right? Well, in truth, I wanted to get married in a wedding hall, but seeing as Jared's a little short on money, he rented me a dress and they set it all up for us. So nice! Seriously, he's my beloved prince. So basically, Jared ran away from our wedding, then got married to you? Well, yeah, something like that. I guess I just don't get it. Is this some kind of joke? I'm really sorry. I'm really a failure as a friend. But it looks like Jared loves me the most after all. So I thought, as a close friend, I'd tell you straight up. Friend? You call stealing my husband away on the day of our wedding being a friend? What are you even saying? Aw, don't get so mad at me. I mean, when you think about it, isn't this kind of a good thing?
What do you mean?
Ever since high school, I was always the more popular one, right? So I think Jared will be more happy having chosen me over you. Plus, it'd be no good having a husband that would this easily choose someone else, right? At the end of the day, this is the best outcome for everyone, you know? Don't act like you can just decide what my happiness is like that. Is Jared with you right now? He is. He's staying the night tonight. But for now, I think you guys should properly break up. I'll give him a call so that you can do that.
Caitlin, I'm sorry about everything.
It's too late to say that. Don't you have a conscience? You're the scum of the earth. I will not forgive you no matter what you do or say. Do you have any idea how many people you caused trouble for today? And how many people you caused sadness?
I'm really sorry. But there was a good reason for that. I want you to listen to what I have to say.
What?
Caitlin, you liked me ever since high school.
And?
I was told not to talk to you about this, but I think I need to, in order for you to understand. Emily had a chronic disease. So, since she thought she wouldn't live long, she never confessed her love.
So?
It finally looked like she was getting better, and she said she'd keep living from there on out. That was when her parents died in a car accident. That was just too much.
So you thought you'd stick with her since you felt sorry for her?
Isn't she your best friend? I thought you'd feel a bit of sympathy or something.
Well, I don't. At least, not now.
I see. I didn't think you were such a heartless person.
What? You're the last person who should be saying that. No. Just think about it. I'm the one who should be sympathized with. I was so happy to become the wife of someone I loved. But I got walked out on the day of my wedding. Not to mention putting my wedding dress on someone else. And handing over the wedding ring you bought for me.
I feel bad for you, Caitlin. I do. But Emily needs me. I can't just ignore her. When I was told she liked me ever since high school, I had no other choice but to protect her from then on out.
Got it. Well, I'm over this. There was a lot I wanted to say, but now I couldn't care less.
What's with you, talking like that? Even though I went as far as to explain all of this?
Yeah, because I can't get behind anything you explained. Also, why are you pulling an attitude when you're the one that ruined the wedding?
It's true, I did a terrible thing to you. But as a human, I don't think I did something wrong. Anyone else would have done the same thing. I can't turn my back on that girl. She has the right to experience love too. I want to live without shame over my head.
Ah, is that so? Well then, do whatever you want.
I already sent you the divorce papers. They must have come already, right? That way I can stay firm on my decision.
Ah, gotcha. I regret getting legally married before our wedding. I'll ask you this one last thing. Do you have any idea what Emily's disease was?
No, I haven't asked. I thought it would be too painful for her if I brought it up.
That's hilarious! Do you think you've become the main character in some drama movie? Lol. It's actually pathetic how hard you've been fooled by Emily.
What? How have I been fooled?
Emily's disease. It was just seasonal allergies.
What? I don't believe that at all.
Well, a severe case of it anyway. That girl has always made a big deal out of everything. By the way, her parents are completely fine. In fact, they came to the wedding ceremony yesterday. But I guess since you didn't come, you wouldn't know.
Huh? Wait. What? What are you talking about?
After I got a call from Emily earlier, I went ahead and called her family. Apparently, she was fired a week ago after it was found out that she fooled around with a coworker. So then she got into it with her parents and ran away from home. I guess she got fed up seeing me so happy. After that, I called you. I never thought you were the type of person to fall for something so blatantly false. You fell for it hook, line, and sinker, huh?
There's no way this is all true. I won't believe it.
Well, it's fine if you don't believe me, but it's the truth. She had decided not to tell me anything. But I guess that's because she thought I'd be a big mouth about it.
So all of this is... No way.
If you're so unsure, why don't you ask her yourself? I mean, you guys are going to be together forever, right?
Caitlin,
What?
I got a chance to speak with Emily's parents. I guess it's true that her disease was a lie.
Oh, you mean her dead parents? Well, good.
Caitlin, I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me? I don't want to break up with you.
It's way too late to be saying all this. The divorce papers have already been taken care of. Which is great, because I don't want to see your face ever again.
You can yell at me, or curse at me all you want, but please don't say we're breaking up.
Do you have any idea how much you put me through? Or how long I waited for you? I am 100% sure we are not getting back together.
Got it. Well, could you at least not take half the money? And could you please not request alimony?
Huh? You better believe I'm going to squeeze every dime I can out of you. You cheated on me while we were legally married and ruined my wedding to run off with your lover.
I'm begging you. I really don't have any money.
Why don't you use all that money you saved for a new car? You want to live without shame, right? Pay up and bring this whole ugly thing to an end. You can't run away this time. I'm getting a lawyer and I'm going to destroy you. Hey, Caitlin! What have you been doing? Jared's been yelling at me nonstop. And he said he's going to break up with me. Well, you get what you deserve. You're the absolute worst. You don't feel bad at all for what you've done? Do you get a kick out of crushing people's happiness? I'm the one who should be asking you that. Just a fair warning, but I'll be asking for settlement money from you, too. Huh? And the money for the wedding cancellation fees. For canceling on the day, it should be around $38K. Oh, also, the wedding ring money. What the hell? Do you think I'm rich? Obviously, there's no way I can pay that. That's not my problem. You brought this all upon yourself when you selfishly stole my husband from me. OMG, you're like the worst person on the planet. How do you sleep at night? I guess this is why he chose me instead of you. Now that your wedding fell apart, no one's going to show up to the next one. Lol. What an embarrassment. You're the one that's an embarrassment. Oh yeah? I fail to see it that way. By the way, do you remember Jake? Huh? Jake. You mean that Jake? Like, star of the basketball team Jake? Yep. He came to the wedding the other day. I actually just finished up meeting with him at a coffee shop. What? He was there? I didn't know you still talk to him. Yeah, you used to have a big crush on him, right? I ran into him a little while ago. We caught up, so I asked him if he wanted to come to my wedding, and he said yes. What? No way, really? OMG, that's crazy. I really want to meet up with him. Will you give me his number? Please? I'm not actually going to give it to you. So you go from calling me an embarrassment to now you're asking me for a favor? I told him all about you and what happened the other day at our wedding. All the people who came were told about what happened. It's too bad, but it's just common courtesy. OMG, wait. You really told him? You used my name and everything? Well, duh. And as you'd expect, he was real pissed. He said you were the worst. He said he'd never even take another look at you again. No way! You really ruined your chance, huh? But you really were asking for it. Caitlin, please! Get him to reconsider! He's like my perfect type, and I bet he's even hotter now. I'm begging you. I'll let you have Jared back. I don't need him. I want nothing to do with either of you from this point forward. Any contact we have from now on will be through our lawyers. We're not going to be involved with each other ever again. Don't say stuff like that. Let's meet once and have a chat, okay? I miss the old days of eating with you guys at your family's place. You think you're gonna come to my parents' house? Everyone over there hates your guts. Yeah, my parents know everything. Your relationships are all really screwed, huh? What? But hey, this is really the best result for everyone, right? Oh well, nothing you can do to fix what you've done now. Good luck with your beloved prince. After that, the settlement money and cancelled ceremony fees were all paid. Looking at those two who suddenly got caught up in debt was quite the miserable thing. The money that Jared had saved for a new car disappeared in an instant. Jared asked to stay with his parents for the time being while he got his feet back on the ground, but they refused to let him stay. In order to live her day-to-day life, Emily's parents paid off her part of the settlement. Her parents, who had done so much for me ever since high school, were just as angry about what happened as my parents. In order to repay them, Emily's parents made her come back to live and work on their family farm. They took all her debit and credit cards away so she couldn't get herself even deeper into debt. They even made her get a part-time job at a supermarket on the weekends. And of course, her pay would go directly back to her parents. There was one time that Emily ran away from there and came to me apologizing. But the timing was bad, because it happened to be while Jake was staying with me. She lost her mind and tore up the place, which became a whole thing with the police. Jake and I don't have that kind of relationship, but perhaps because he's looking out for me, he invites me out to lunch and hang out a lot. After all this blew over, I was able to start living on my own. From now on, while the hurt in my heart heals, I'd like to live in peace. Jen! I've got something to tell you! I finally decided to get married! Really? You're getting married, Gabby? Why are you reacting like that? Your little sister just told you she's getting married. Shouldn't you be saying congratulations? Of course. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. But wasn't there something you always said since you were really little? That you wanted to be like those girls on TV? You know, the supermodel type girls. You wanted to sleep with many men and live that kind of lifestyle. That you never wanted to get married. I specifically remember you saying you never wanted to settle down. That's old news. I've given up on all of that. Every day so many men are hitting on me all the time. To be honest, it's getting a little boring. I'm going on so many dates and getting so many presents. Being hot is so exhausting. That's why I've chosen to put an end to it all and get married. Oh, is that it? Sorry. You wouldn't know how I feel at all, would you? Your plain face has never been popular with men. Your personality isn't much better either. You're pretty much the equivalent to a human slice of bread. I actually can't believe someone actually married you. Yeah, right. I don't understand the struggles of being hot. But regardless, I'm amazed that you're getting married, Gabby. What's your fiancé like? Oh, I thought you'd ask me that. I think you'll be surprised when you hear. I mean, as your sister, I'm naturally interested in who you're marrying. Of course I'm going to ask. Is he a friend of mine? Is that why I'm going to be surprised? But I don't really have many male friends.
Jen, you don't have many friends at all, let alone good-looking ones that I'd let marry me. You're ugly and not really cool. You've got no friends. It's really a tragic life. Yes, enough making fun of me. Just answer my question already. I want to know who in the world is marrying you, Gabby. I'm marrying your husband! What are you talking about? I said I'm marrying your husband. I'm marrying Ted. I don't understand. Well, are you surprised? It's more than surprise. What's going on? Why would Ted be marrying you, Gabby? He's my husband? He's your husband, but once you get divorced, he can marry me right away. It won't matter at all that he was your husband. All right, what's going on? Explain yourself. You couldn't possibly be. Did you have an affair with my husband? Well, what do you think? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Anyways, will you just sign the divorce papers soon? I mean, I couldn't forgive you for getting married before me, sis. I mean, how could someone that ugly get to wear a wedding dress before me? And you married a doctor. It's unbelievable. It doesn't suit you. You should be a wretched, lonely mess, sis. I really can't believe what I'm hearing. This is a joke, right? So you decided to steal Ted from me? What sort of garbage reason is that for stealing your sister's husband? Yeah, that's right. What's your problem? He wasn't happy, so what's wrong with breaking you up? What's wrong with you? I was so pissed off to see my ugly sister getting married to a doctor. I've been with like 100 guys, and none of them were as good as Ted. But you married the man you were dating in college. And he was a doctor on top of everything. You talked about him so much. Of course I'd want to tear your relationship to shreds. What's wrong with me being happy? This is psychotic. What did I ever do to you? Seriously? Just seeing your hideous face happy is more than enough trouble for me. Wow, that's horrible. Only beautiful people like me should be allowed to be happy and smile. Hideous monstrosities such as yourself should just continue through life comfortable in their wretched existence. Gabby, do you realize how terrible what you're doing is? Besides, Ted is already head over heels for me. All I had to do was come on to him a little. He just immediately took me out for dinner. It was actually way easier than I thought. He told me that I'm so much more beautiful than you. He's madly in love with me. When I asked him if he'd like to be with me instead, he immediately said yes. Ted did that? Of course! Ted is also happy that I'm marrying Ted. He thought Ted and I would make a better couple since you started dating him. He said if it makes me happy, then it's okay. Of course, everybody just loves me way too much. As much as I hate to admit it, I believe that he'd say that to you. This is classic. Everyone taking your side and completely abandoning me. I guess there's nothing you can do, huh? If one sister is beautiful and the other one is ugly, the beautiful one will get all of the attention, huh? Yep, our parents have been like that since we were little. Yeah, I guess after you got married, he built a new house for our parents to live with you. I guess it doesn't matter so long as one of us is his husband. So that's why Ted chose you as a wife. Bingo! You're ugly, but at least you're not stupid. Well, good luck with the divorce. Hey, Ted. I've already filled out the divorce papers. Just sign your parts and bring them to the courthouse.
You've already done it?
Yeah, I did. There didn't seem to be any other path forward. I'll get my things together shortly. But can I stay here a while longer? I've got to rent a place now.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I prepared some arrangements for you.
You did? You were really well prepared, huh? You wanted me gone that quickly, huh?
Hey, that's not fair. Weren't you the one who wanted this?
I didn't want this at all.
I'll send you the address to your apartment later. Once things have settled down, I'll come by. So, will you just stay there a little while?
Hold on. What do you mean? You'll come by? Why would you come to see me after getting a divorce?
Huh? Isn't it obvious?
Obvious?
It seems you're a bit out of the loop. Let's back up a bit. Could it be that you don't know what's going on, Jen?
I really don't understand what's going on now. You're divorcing me and you're going to remarry Gabby, right? That's what Gabby told me. My parents agreed that you and Gabby should get married. So the four of you are going to live in this house while I have to leave, right?
Wait, just hold on. Pump the brakes.
Huh?
I'm sending you the apartment address now. Once you've signed the divorce papers and gathered your things, can you go there? I'll clear everything up later when I can get over there.
Clear everything up?
Look, just head over there. You just need to believe in me. I'll meet you there.
Hello! Sis, how does it feel now? Did you talk to Ted about the divorce? Yes, we did. We had quite the discussion about the divorce. I filled out the divorce papers quickly, so they're all signed. You did it! Thanks a million! My baby Ted is a savage! I didn't expect him to be so demanding to get you to sign the papers. There's nothing that can be done, though. Anybody'd want to get their hands on such a beautiful wife as soon as possible. Why, of course. You are so different from me. You're just such a beauty. You've received all of our parents' love. No boy could ever leave you alone either. Guess that's how life goes. It's a lottery, and luckily I won the jackpot. That's why your husband's already mine. I thought you'd get it once you talked to Ted. But there isn't a single person who needs you, sis. If you understand that now, quickly take the divorce papers down to the courthouse and disappear from everybody's life forever. You don't need to tell me that. They've already been brought to the courthouse. Bye-bye, Uggo. Have a nice life. I'll live happily ever after with Ted, Dad, and Mom. Yeah, I hope you have a good life as well. I woke up this morning and all of his things were gone. Oh yeah? Why'd you react like that? We were supposed to bring our marriage forms to the courthouse today. Don't tell me you kidnapped him. Kidnapped him? Why would I do that? It's so weird that he just up and vanished. Jen, you kidnapped him, didn't you? How could you even come up with something so ridiculous? Gabby, just calm down a little. What? How could I be calm right now? You didn't want me to take your husband from you, so you abducted him. You were so hurt that he was taken from you that you kidnapped him. I can't believe it. Don't do something so stupid. Return the doctor to me. How could you suggest that I kidnapped him? Ted is with me now of his own accord. I knew it. You kidnapped him and you're lying. I'm calling the cops. First of all, I'm 5'5". There's no way I could kidnap a grown man, so give that story up. Anyways, we're out to resubmit our marriage license. We're quite busy, so talk to you later. What? Hold on. What is this sudden development? You better mean you're submitting our marriage license, not yours. Ted is marrying me. I already told you. Why would you two be submitting documents to get married when you just got divorced?
The whole thing has been a symbolic gesture.
What are you talking about?
Why would I marry you? The only wife for me is Jen.
Wait a second. Who is this? Is this Ted?
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't kidnapped or taken away.
I ran away of my own accord with Jen. We won't be returning back to that house. I have no intentions of meeting with you or your parents.
Why not? We need to get married!
I always thought you guys were odd. You all just terrorized your poor sister. Your parents overlooked all of your selfish actions. As Jen's husband, it was difficult to see how you behaved towards her every day.
What do you mean, difficult? It's always been like that. It's no big deal. It's natural to torment ugly folks. Only beautiful people deserve kindness. It's normal to treat hideous wrecks like trash.
How could you think something like that about your own sister? I hoped I could improve Jen's position, even just a little. That's why I moved in with you and your parents. That's why I helped remodel the property. But your parents never changed. And then you tried to steal me away from your sister. God, it makes me sick. So that's when I decided to do this. I get us both to slip away from that house together.
Seriously?
I didn't care what I had to do. I just pretended to be seduced by your charms. Nobody would ever want to marry you.
Hold on. Then you really never intended to marry me? You said you were going to make me your wife, though.
Sorry, Gabby. I was always his. I'm always going to be his. Nice try, though.
OMG! What have you done to me? Don't put it out of nowhere, you hideous wretch. Don't start getting all cocky, you disgusting freak. Just because you finally found one person who can actually stand being around you.
I'm not really being cocky. But it doesn't really matter. We've already left. We never intend to come back. We tentatively divorced for the sake of the ruse, but we're just going to get remarried. Let Mom and Dad know.
Whatever. You'll be back sooner or later. I was never serious about taking your husband from you anyway. I'm more than satisfied with just getting the house. Now I get the new house and my ugly sister gets taken far away from me. Thanks so much. Could you let Ted know that he did a wonderful job of taking out the trash?
What are you saying? You know that the house has to be paid off still, and that the loans are in our family's name, right? Oh, I guess maybe I should say your family's name.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, when the house was being rebuilt, Dad insisted that the house stayed in his name. He was just like, the house is mine, you'll just pay for it. I guess he's the real cocky one. Isn't that too bad?
You can't be serious. Is that true?
The whole loan is in Dad's name. All Ted was doing was giving Dad money, so that he could pay off the loan in his own name. Ted thought that would make Dad stop mocking me all the time. But it never did. He's regretted the situation every day since.
Wait. If the person who has been paying all the bills is gone now... OMG, does that mean we're going to have to pay for it all ourselves? We're going to have to pay off the entire mortgage?
I'm sure if you all work together, you can do it. Dad can't get away with not paying it back. I guess you'll be able to find somebody who can pay off the mortgage quickly. I mean, you're just so beautiful, right, Gabby?
There's no way I could find a person who would do that. Stop screwing with me.
I'm not screwing with you. Well, I guess the three of you are just going to have to work really hard. If the three of you work together, you should be able to do it.
I can't work hard, though. Don't you know, sis? Dad quit his job.
What?
He was like, my son-in-law is a doctor, so I can retire. He's already handed in his resignation. We definitely can't pay off a mortgage now. Besides, Mom's always been a housewife. I want to party a bunch, so I only work 3 days a week.
The three of you are really going to have to work hard, huh?
We won't be able to do it even if we work hard. Hey, you don't need to come home, but can you just pay off the mortgage? We remodeled the house just because we thought that Ted would be paying for it. Dad's going to be mad that he broke his promise.
But Ted didn't sign a contract or anything.
He has no obligation to pay for any of it. What? Do you really think you guys can get away with this? If you thought that Ted was going to pay it this whole time, you probably shouldn't have behaved in a manner that made him feel like he needed to get the heck out of there. What? Do you mean we should have kissed up to you two all the time? Why did we have to fawn after such a hideous creature and its husband? I didn't need you to fawn over us. I never asked for that. But if you intend to live off of another's work, isn't it normal to at least expect a person like that to be nice to you? Shut up! I've heard enough of this. Just leave the money and go. You can go, so just send us the money. Just enough to pay off the mortgage. That's going to fall on Dad. It is his name on the contract, after all. Have a nice life. That's what we're going to do. After that, we left that horrible house and never looked back. We stayed in an apartment for the time being, but recently put a down payment on a house. It seems that my family couldn't pay their mortgage. Not very surprising, though, since they banked on Ted paying for all of it. So in the end, they had to let go of their newly remodeled house. After that, my jobless parents pressured my sister into getting the three of them a cheap apartment somewhere. That seems to be where they're living now. But every day my parents are badgering my sister to hurry up and marry into a rich family so they can get out of this awful situation. And whenever she does find a decent guy, my parents just bombard her with questions about his salary and if he'll let them all move in with her. It seems the relationship tends to sour after that.